Welcome to round 4 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of April 13th. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Nicole Eridix.
Hello.
And Catherine Holeko.
Hello.
As moms of teens and young adults, we've survived those little kid days, yet we're still rethinking the decisions we've made all through our kids' lives and worrying about what's going on right now. Today's Thursday, which means it's time to give in to our obsessing about what we miss from the good old days before the pandemic. I was listening to the podcast called the Poscast, and they, every episode, do a little fun draft of things around a certain theme. And this recent episode I listened to, the theme was things that they miss from before the pandemic, things that maybe may have been annoying originally, but now that we can't do them and they represent such a stage of normalcy that we sort of miss them. Things like shaking hands or taking your kids to the mall or trying to find a parking space in a crowded parking lot and things like that. We'll have the link to that episode in the show notes, and it's fun to go listen to it. I recommend it. But I thought as I was listening to them talk that we could probably think of some things like that too. Some things that may have annoyed us at one time, but now we kind of think back on fondly in their absence. Like, for example, I kind of miss having kids at the high school next door to me. And while it makes it way more easy to get out of my cul-de-sac really anytime at all, ever.
You have nowhere to go, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I have nowhere to go. Exactly. Yes. So it does not benefit me any. And it was always kind of nice to have life over there, you know, to hear the sounds of kids doing things, hear the band practicing after school or marching around. Just, you know, just sort of a bustle nearby was kind of nice. It's like a ghost town now. It's so quiet. We walk around and there's no kids. Well, I mean, there's usually some kids who have hopped the fence to go on the playing fields and do stuff, but really there's no organized sports practices. You know, it's just, it's weird. It's eerie. So I'm sure that once it comes back, I will be happy it's back for about 5 minutes, and then I will be mad again that there's people parking in front of my driveway to pick their kids up. But those were the good old days. Do you have anything that you miss, Catherine, from the past times long ago when we could move about freely?
Yeah, I do miss moving about and hauling my son around, you know, like that mom chauffeur job that I really didn't like. Now I don't have to do it, and it's very strange.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do find myself missing it.
I'm thinking fondly about those half-hour drives to work that I had with my son that was like such a, you know, hour-long chunk in my day there and back. But at the same time, I had this nice forced together time with him that I really can't get anymore because he can go to his room and do whatever he wants.
Right.
So it's like there's no forced being with mom for us to bond.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss that, even though it was annoying and I was looking forward to not doing it. And it was definitely, you know, it was one of the things that I tended to like about summer was a lot fewer kids' activities and stuff.
Right.
But turns out having it all come to a screeching halt is strange. So
it is strange. How about you, Nicole? What are some things that you miss?
Oh my goodness. I just miss the freedom to be able to go where I want and when I want. Like I miss running down to the store or picking something up last minute or I miss getting my Amazon deliveries in 1 or 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
I miss just seeing people out and about. When my daughter and I went out this morning to grab food from Panera, and there was barely anybody on the road. It just seems so surreal. And I just miss that hustle and bustle of everyday life. Even our street is quiet. And it's really, it's interesting. I mean, I'm typically at home anyway, but I feel that there's just a lot of access points that have been closed off to the outside world. So, and even just, you know, being able to go to a park or go to the beach or go, you know, I don't necessarily need to be around other people, but just to go to public places and like the mall.
Right. Because we know how much you love the beach.
Oh, yes, that's true. And then right now I'm desperate to go to the beach. So what does that tell you?
Are you missing freeway traffic?
Well, yeah, no, not that. That would never come to that. But And of course, well, I mean, Terry, you know what Southern California is like. It's just crazy madness when things are normal. But it's almost really just too quiet. Just kind of bizarre.
That would be weird. You know, right before all this started, it was coming up on my son's birthday, and he kept asking me, what are we going to do for my birthday? What are we going to do for my birthday? And I was like, okay, I have to figure out a restaurant to go to, which of his friends are going to go. And it was like, I knew I had to do it, and I wanted to do it for him to be a nice thing. But so when all this came down, I was like, phew, don't have to deal with that. But then I felt really, when it came to his birthday, I felt really sad that there was nothing we could do, nothing he could do with his friends. And my daughter has a big birthday coming up, and she had something specific she wanted to do for it. And I was all kind of, this is going to be a pain. And I don't know if I can be able to find a place to do this. And, it was like another thing on my plate. But now we're not going to do anything for it. And I should be feeling really happy about that, that I don't have to do anything. But it's like, it feels sad. I kind of miss the chore of having to organize social events for my kids because now they have nothing. I kind of miss at least being able to do that, even if I didn't want to.
Right.
All their social stuff, my son's social stuff is gone. All his social group he used to go to on Friday nights. Special Olympics has been shut down for the time being. We're not going to be going to Trenton in June. They canceled that. So, I keep saying we can FaceTime with people, and he's not interested in that. So, I miss that nuisance chore I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like going to the store and browsing around, like you said, the mall, but even just the grocery store.
Right.
Right. You feel like you got to get in and get out.
Yeah.
I miss my friend and I always used to go to Barnes & Noble, and we would just walk around looking at the books, and then we would sit and have coffee. When are we ever going to be able to do that again? It's like, even if I didn't want to buy anything, you could just go to the store and walk around and touch things and, breathe in the vicinity of other people, and then just sit for an hour and a half and drink a cup of coffee. That stuff I miss that.
And just the normal functioning of things like getting the mail on time, getting mail in a timely fashion and getting, having services available.
Right. There's 3 towns here in New Jersey I saw in the paper today that the mail is just not going to be delivered. The post office, I guess somebody got sick, and so they're, people aren't reporting for work, and they don't have anybody to go deliver the mail. I'm like, is that even allowed? What happened to that? Neither rain nor sleet nor dark of night or whatever the thing was that the post office delivers during. That's weird.
Right. We had a nursing facility closed down because there weren't enough employees showing up at work. I mean, there's just all sorts of, the impact is incredible, but I'm just really hoping for a quick resolution, although.
And then we'll miss this time when we had nothing to do.
Yeah, I know, right? I keep saying to myself, appreciate the time you have with your healthy family right now.
Yes, exactly. Remember when we had family around all the time? We didn't have to go anywhere or do anything. And celebrities were spending all their free time making videos from their living rooms. And those were the days, man.
Yeah. We'll look back on fondness. But the one thing that we will keep doing, whether there is a virus or not, is we'll keep podcasting. So please keep listening.
Yes.
And we'll wrap it up for today's round 4. We'll tune in tomorrow, and we'll share our roundup of things that we've been using or enjoying lately that we think deserve a shout out. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.